Okay, it is that time again. We're hitting the road. It's going to be a really, really special trip. You're going to enjoy the videos. So right now we are in the, I love my lounges, and we are in the Delta Lounge here in Chicago. So we'll just do a little, can't really see much in back, but we got a good view of the planes, and I'm going to walk through here. We are normally economy class flyers. We like value for our money, but for this specific trip, we upgraded to first class. So with that comes the Delta Lounge in Chicago's O'Hare. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the obligatory walking through the international terminal at O'Hare. Right now, this particular part of the terminal is very crowded. It was packed going through TSA. So we are heading to our gate. We had a little snack in the lounge. It was delightful. And here we are at our gate for our flight. It's going to be the trip of a lifetime. And I probably won't get this posted until we get to our destination. But, yeah, you got to wait here for a second. All right, so these are my digs on the plane. Yeah, pretty sweet. And we are off. I never get a window seat because I generally like the aisle. It's just easier the aisle in the middle, that is. It's very convoluted logic. But anyway, so I never get a window seat. So this is pretty cool. So we are leaving Chicago. Yippee! Well, good morning. It is Tuesday, August 30th, and we're about ready to land. We are turning. Yeah, we're leaving probably in about 10 minutes. Okay, here we are. Let me see if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in, but I see a very iconic landmark called the Eiffel Tower, off in the distance. Yes, we are in Paris, or almost in Paris. Awesome. Well, we made it through immigration. We made it through picking up our bags. We almost made it to the train, and Chip remembered that we hadn't picked up our portable walker for baggage. So again, travel glitches. I talk about this all the time. So there's so many helpful people at the airport because of the Olympics. So we asked one of the red-coated ladies, and she was able to get me back in to luggage claim, and we got the walker. So now we are heading to the train. We're gonna have an adventure. We made it into town on the train. We took RERB from the airport into the city. And this is the view from our window. We are right in the middle of the Latin Quarter. Down that way, about a block, 2 blocks, is the Seine. So it's a great location. It's a lovely family-owned hotel called the Hotel de Levant. And this is our room. This is our stuff. And we got a little bathroom over here, and then a separate shower and sink. Very nice. Good morning. So we did what we weren't supposed to do. We checked into our hotel and we unpacked a little bit, but not much because we moved to a different room in the same hotel tomorrow night. It's a very long story. We slept. We slept for like 2.5 hours, so you're not supposed to do that, but anyway. So this is our hotel, and we're one of those flower places up, And then this is the street. All kinds of restaurants. And we're going out exploring now. And we have made it to the Seine. And there's our sweet, I love it, our sweet Notre Dame. Yeah, we're gonna go down and see how she's doing. She's supposed to be open next year, I think. All right, we've gotten closer to Notre Dame, and I'm up on like a set of bleachers, pretty tall bleachers, and you can see the work. The workers are working on the inside. It looks really good from the outside though, but there is scaffolding it back. We are walking along the left bank of the Seine. Not too many booksellers are open. If you saw my last few Tour de France videos from last year, a lot of the scenery is going to be the same, except Notre Dame is going to look different, I bet. They got, there's not as much scaffolding. And they got the new spire with the golden chicken on the top. There, can you see the golden chicken? All right, this is a very good view of Notre Dame, and who knows how many workers they have working on that. Wow. All right, I am inside. Clearly they have an audio guide, but I don't have one. But I do have like a little booklet. So here we go. This is the first stop. And it's pretty stark, but considering the subject matter, I get it. Oh, this is the forecourt. I was reading in my booklet, and it says it's supposed to represent the violence and the Nazi concentration camp system. So moving on. And this is the entry to the crypt. I've never been here before. As many times as I've been in Paris, I have never been here. And this is a long gallery called, well, it's supposed to, the way it's lit, it's supposed to represent the fire of memory. And I guess I was wrong with that 76,000. There are 200,000 glass rods in here to represent all the deportees to Nazi camps. But they say historians think the number is closer to 170,000. So still, staggering number. And this was in collaboration with the Vichy regime. I guess I should read before I film. So this is the unknown deportee. They returned some ashes. I can't remember what camp. And then in these triangular recesses are ashes and dirt from different concentration camps representing victims. And this is the way out. It is definitely a place for contemplation. And they have a video interviewing people who actually were removed to these camps, survivors. This is a hallway with more information about the deportation and then the resistance efforts of some of the prisoners that most of the time ended with many, many people being killed. And this is a little bit of, this is the main part, well, the main entrance, and it talks about the memorial. And the Seine is over here. I think there's some boats, yes. And we're going to go to Ile de Saint-Louis and maybe have some ice cream. And for those of you who love the movie, like I do, Midnight in Paris, this is one of the scenes. It's where they, after Owen Wilson first goes back, they stop and they go to a club where Josephine Baker's entertaining. So the car comes around this corner. Ah. This is the famous ice cream place on the Ile de Saint Louis, Berthelon. And I got a cassis sorbet that is outstanding, and Chip got mandarin. So in the evening, you will not be able to get close to this. This is the takeaway. They've got one where you can go in and sit down. So, welcome to France with a scoop of sorbet. So there's Chip on his scooter, and we walked almost to the end of Ile de Saint Louis. We finished our sorbet that was delicious. And now we are walking back. This is delightful because it's shady and it's 96 degrees today in Paris. Oh my gosh. It is going to cool off though. Thunderstorms expected tonight. We are now in the fan zone. There's fan zones all over the city. This is the one in, excuse me, in front of the Hôtel de Ville, Paris City Hall. There's a couple of really big screen TVs. And I think there's a lot of stuff for kids to do, so we're just going to investigate. So we found well, actually, it's a Belgian beer bar I've been to before. It's called Al Trappist. It might be a chain. We got a couple of Belgian beers. Chip is happy. And the main thing is it has the women's team gymnastics finals, so we're enjoying that. They just had a really cute close-up of Simone Biles, and I tried to turn my camera on in time to get it, but nope. We are back in our wonderful hotel. We are literally melting. It is so warm today, and this is the lobby. It's just so welcoming, and everybody who works here is so incredibly friendly. And I don't know if I'll ever stay anywhere else in Paris. Okay, it's a little after 8 in the evening, and we've had it for the day. It was, maybe if you follow me on Facebook, it was 96 degrees, felt like 104, and it felt every bit of it. So we've come back to the hotel. We're going to shower because we're both incredibly disgusting, and get our plan together for the morning. First event tomorrow morning is beach volleyball. So we'll see you then. Until then, remember, eat the cake, buy the shoes, and take the trip. See you tomorrow.